Fate Chooses You, Drama Review. For many viewers, starting a Ren Jia Lun drama comes with a familiar question. How much emotional damage am I signing up for this time? Fortunately, Fate Chooses You is not a disguised tragedy. This 40-episode romance and action drama stars Ren Jia Lun and Wang Run. Adapted from the novel A Match Made in Heaven by Xianxia, Fate Chooses You premiered on April 25, 2026, and is available to watch on iQIYI. It is one of those endings that leaves you sighing instead of crying. Not quite a happy ending, but not a sad one either. There is enough hope to walk away with a smile. The story begins with the war demons' race. They defied the laws of heaven and were cursed by the gods. They couldn't feel pain. They couldn't rest. They couldn't see colors. Food tasted rotten to them, and they were hot-blooded creatures who fed on human flesh. Qiao longs to break the curse that has tormented him his entire life. To do that, he must undergo the 5 stages of transformation, changing his skin, flesh, bones, blood, and heart. Only then can he be reborn as a human and free himself from the curse. But before any of that can happen, he must first form a blood pact through marriage. Using the identity of Lu Huai, who was sentenced to death, Qiao searches for a woman willing to marry him. Coincidentally, a young cultivator named Xin is also searching for a husband whose life hangs by a thread to dispel a jinx placed on her. They meet and agree to get married. Qiao plans to fake his death and disappear, never seeing his wife again. However, Xin soon learns that her newly wedded husband has been wronged. She goes to the capital to avenge his death and clear his name. Xin actions alarm the immortal sects, prompting them to hunt her down. When she is cornered, Qiao has no choice but to step up to her aid. But doing so exposes his identity. Feeling betrayed after learning she has been deceived, Xin turns her sword on him and walks away. Realizing the gravity of his mistake, Qiao erases her memories. Yet fate refuses to let them separate. Qiao and Xin meet again at Chongling Valley. Having a second chance, Qiao is determined to protect her. As they face life and death situations, battle powerful enemies, and become entangled in matters that threaten the worlds, the two gradually grow closer once more. Along the way, they learn that some bonds are strong enough to withstand even deception, loss, and the passage of time. Fate Chooses You shares the same universe as A Moment But Forever and Love of 1,000 Years. Although Fate Chooses You was released last, it actually tells the story of events that took place long before the timelines of those dramas. These 3 dramas were adapted from the novels of the same author, Xianxia. As a bonus, you could see Liu Shuiyi and Zheng Cheng as guest actors in this drama. Honestly, this drama has its ups and downs. Watching the beginning of the story is interesting because this is where Qiao and Xin meet and get married. Then their complex relationship begins after Lu Huai's death. Some parts of this drama are quite boring to me, but the second half of the drama really hooked me until the end. There were many plot twists, and surely there were deaths that made me cry my eyes out. Fate Chooses You isn't just an ordinary romance. Those who love action dramas would love the fighting scenes because they were visually impressive. There were so many characters involved, and the story mentioned many immortal sects. However, Fate Chooses You really showed how good Xianxia is as an author. She managed to create such a layered story that is rich enough for viewers who enjoy complex plots, while still delivering sweet romance that is satisfying enough for romance lovers. It took some time for me to understand the whole story, but I enjoyed the journey. There were times when I found myself rewinding some scenes because I wanted to watch them again. Skipping scenes in a complicated story like this is just asking for trouble. Sooner or later, I would have to go back and rewatch them because I had missed an important piece of the puzzle. Fate Chooses Yu portrays the complexity of the cultivation world. And in the middle of it are Lu Qianxiao and Xin Mei. Both were immortals, yet they held compassion for humans. In their world, that kind of trait is rare. Most immortals looked down on humans because they were powerless. The cultivation world thrives on the principle that strength is justice. Lu Qianxiao's compassion for humans stemmed from his bloodline. He was born to a war demon mother and a human father, so he understood both sides. Meanwhile, Xin Mei's heart was already full of compassion from a young age. She grew up surrounded by kind people, and that shaped the person she became. Perhaps that's why Lu Qianxiao and Xin Mei were drawn to each other. Beneath all the misunderstandings, secrets, and conflicts, they shared the same values. They believed that lives should not be measured by strength alone. Humans, immortals, or demons, everyone deserved the same compassion and respect. Xin Mei used to say that she was blessed with the ability to cultivate and gain power. Therefore, she must pay for it. To her, power comes with responsibility. If she had the strength to help others, then she should help. If she could stop an injustice, then she should not turn away. While many cultivators saw power as a privilege, Xin Mei saw it as a duty. I personally believe that a good story must have a lesson to teach. And in Fate Chooses You, Xin Mei is the lesson. As for Wang He-run, she did a great job portraying Xin Mei's determination to protect the world and all its inhabitants while staying true to her principles. There were moments when a simple look in her eyes said more than a dialogue could. Her performance made Xin Mei feel like a real person rather than just another fantasy drama heroine. As for Ren Jia Lun, I think he did a wonderful job portraying Lu Qianxiao. Watching Lu Qianxiao gradually learn joy, curiosity, love, and even heartbreak becomes one of the most satisfying parts of the drama. One of my favorite moments was when he stood completely mesmerized by the color of Xin Mei's dress. There was also the scene where he watched a group of butterflies with the same fascination. And I couldn't forget his excitement when he finally began to taste food as it was meant to be tasted. The way he savored every bite was surprisingly touching. In the end, Fate Chooses You is a very good choice for viewers who enjoy heavy and complicated plots. Yet the sweet romance between Xin Mei and Lu Qianxiao manages to balance everything and makes this drama an enjoyable experience. Don't worry too much about the ending. I wouldn't call it a happy ending, but I wouldn't call it sad either. It is one of those endings that leaves you sighing instead of crying. I didn't get what I wanted, but I got enough hope to walk away with a smile. So if you decide to watch this one, don't forget to stock your snacks, drinks, and maybe some eye creams. Take your time to enjoy all the fun, and be prepared for a long and slow journey through Lu Qianxiao and Xin Mei's love story. For more Chinese drama reviews, recommendations, and ending explained articles, visit Cnovelholic.com. Until next time, happy watching!